So here's what I'd like to talk about first, real quick, is about just some calendar details that I think a lot of us take for granted, but some people it's just not very uh, intuitive. Okay. So in this situation, I have two calendars selected, and you notice they have different colors. Okay. You can change these colors and make them whatever you want. So you can right click, go to colors here, and then you can change it from, I think Kaylee says that's salmon,
It is salmon.
to whatever color that you want. So that's how you would change it. And then any subsequent appointments for that calendar show up as that. Like over here, we're going to get the cat wax. So I'm not sure if you've ever had your cat wax, but that's what we're going to do.
Poor cat.
What?
I said that poor cat.
Yeah, that poor cat. Well, I mean, maybe it's a hairless cat. You don't know.
Oh, that's true.
So, but sometimes I get questions about, well, what kind of detail can I put in the calendar appointment, right? So if you click on the calendar appointment, let me bring it over here so you can see it. You can put notes in here, okay? So you can say, the Dr. Evil. Max the cat, okay? So you can do that here. You can attach files, so you can actually drop actual files in here if you want to, which could be helpful, which is nice in certain situations where you might have some content that you're wanting to show up in that appointment.
Yeah.
And this will show up on your phone. It'll show up in your Outlook, and it will show up in your webmail. So it does follow everywhere you're going. And again, like we talked about before, you can quickly change it to a meeting, so you can start inviting people by clicking right here, invite attendees. And then once you do that, you can go to the schedule assistance to see what the availability of those people if they are in your organization. Now, if they're outside the organization, obviously you won't see their calendar. But if they are inside your organization and those people have shared their busy status, you could tell whether or not they could attend them, which is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this is nice. Now, sometimes I get a request that says, well, look, I might have, some other calendars. Like I want to add Kaylee here and maybe a few others. And what starts to happen is they just start getting really small. So what I get a lot of times is, well, how do I overlay this? How do I get them just to lay over the top? And that's where the color starts to really become important, right? Because then you can kind of tell, okay, well, this appointment on today is for Kaylee, this appointment is for me, and this appointment is for the demo account.
Mm-hmm.
Where you do that is you go under View, and then you go right here to Overlay. So when you click that, boom, now they're together, but yet you still have them in tab format like this, okay?
Right.
And so that's what that's kind of doing here. So you can kind of see the different appointments and how they overlay and what the colors are. So then you can very easily move things around based on what it is. Super helpful if you're like an admin or you're working on a team or resource calendar, right? Perhaps.
Or if somebody has an assistant or something that really needs to know everything somebody's doing.
Yep. Or you might have like a resource to like a conference room, right?
Right.
You want to make sure that you have those. So maybe you might have the conference room. You may be the editor of the conference room. Others can see it, but you can have control of editing it yourself. So this really helps make this a lot easier for you. And then you can, if you just want to turn off the overlay, you just click it and it pops right back.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great point.